Welcome to SHP Industry Case Studies. Today we have a remodeling industry case study that we're going to go over. It's a current client of ours. We've been working with them over 14 campaigns, and I want to do a quick dive into the script, the target, the results, so you can get a sense of how cold calling appointment setting can work in this industry. So this current client of ours is in home remodeling. They actually work in solar. They provide solar panels to residential homeowners. Now, the interesting thing about this one, you'll see the appointment setting right there uh, on all 14 campaigns so far, the average, it's pretty high. So I want to give you a little sense of how this one is a little bit different than traditional cold calling. Typically, we do not work in B2C, but when we have these specific campaigns that are a little bit different, we can work very well. The idea is that the folks that we're calling are previously engaged prospects of this company. So they're called closed loss prospects for this company. Essentially, they went out before, tried to give an estimate and close a sale selling solar panels, and it didn't work. So we are going back with a new offer, and maybe it's better timing for that person that we reached out to, that they reached out to originally, and we're trying to set up second appointments with a new offer, new opportunity. And this client is in New York, so it is a very a localized campaign just within their region. So the objective was to make calls to these prospects pitched and set up an appointment from kind of these latent leads. And it's an in-person meeting or Zoom meeting, whatever we could get and whatever's best for that prospect for reevaluation and new estimate based on current promotions, better timing, new programs. So again, these were existing homeowners. Typically, they try to get two folks there, both homeowners there, but if they just have one available, they will take that. The script is our H to H no bull script format. So the idea here is that we don't want to spend too much time going through a really long conversation. We actually want to focus on setting up a meeting to do a reevaluation and offer them a secondary promotion. So in this script, we had the quick prop and the calling prop in the first step, and it went to the next steps immediately after. So it sounded something like this: "Hi, this is Ryan from XYZ Company. How have you been? We wanted to call to thank you for giving us a bit of your time to learn more about our solar panels for your home. I saw that our solar professional John put together a proposal for you a little while back. Does that ring a bell? We were hoping to gain some feedback on our process and get you reconnected with our team to fill in the gaps. Do you have time to revisit the proposal and discuss new opportunities with our team?" That was the ask. So we went right for that appointment set. I think as having the established relationship does help get yourself back out there. So with this one in particular, we go with the "how are you doing?" Like we wanted that to be a part of the script. Now that's an opener these days. How are you doing? How are things going? And I think it's easier to do that, especially with somebody that you have already established a relationship with. Once we once we set that meeting, we're going to have some qualifying questions to ensure that we're locking this in with them. If they say no, they're not ready, then we actually go into what we call the hone in. Say, okay, no problem. How did your meeting go with our team the first time? Was there something we could have done differently? Was our solar pro able to answer all your questions? So if they say no to the meeting, then we back into a discovery question that can get the conversation going again. Once they give us kind of that feedback, we'll say, okay, well, thank you very much. I understand where you're coming from. What's different about us now is we have some real insights into what kind of energy your home could produce and how much you could save compared to your current traditional energy company annually. Our goal is to estimate your existing electric bill and offset the cost of our system. So giving that pitch provides the value again and kind of reframes maybe the first time that they went out. So then we go for the ask again. We go for asking them, hey, we have some new programs. Maybe we could just come out again to see if this could help a second time around with the new opportunities that might fit where you're at better. So you're going for the ask first and then backing into a hone in and more consultative if they say no, giving yourself essentially two opportunities to get the appointment. The results for this one are pretty staggering. We have overall on 14 campaigns a almost 20% DM connect rate. So one every 5 raw calls got a decision maker on the phone, and then one every 4 of those turned into an appointment. So it's a 5% appointment setting rate on dials. So you can see the results on this graph here. The consistency over time on the campaigns we've done. All right, so we have 12 that are analyzed here out of the 14 so far. So that consistency really shows, we are listening to the market and getting feedback and continuing what's working and eliminating things that might not be working as much to maintain those results and increase that opportunity for our client. So that's our SHP remodeling industry case study. Happy to answer any questions about your industry specifically and how we could potentially help you set appointments in the 21st century using cold call and outbound email. Thanks.